Hi. So
Hi.
today on Bit Vibes, we've got Patrick, who is super generous with his time, working on two projects. Joined our stream today. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your projects, and the guys will be super happy to know more about you.
Hey, yeah. So I'm Patrick, or kind of Palin is my handle, with a stupid three in there. Uh, and yeah, so I'm building a couple of projects on BitClout. First being Clout Poll, which is just a way to run polls on BitClout. And that was just my first quick test, really, on BitClout as a developer. And then my second project is Bitcast, which is a site to discover all the videos that have been posted to BitClout. So we basically check every new block that's processed on BitClout and look for all the videos and then analyze them and get the thumbnails from YouTube or Vimeo and put them on our site. Bitcast. So yeah, it's just a good way to find all the videos, and then we kind of curate them so that you can filter by the most diamonded or the most liked, or we've got some categories as well. So yeah, so that's Bitcast at the moment, and we've got lots coming up to make it even better.
I really
Hopefully.
love your product. It's super cool. I was on Top
Thanks.
Diamonded videos once or twice. And I'm super thrilled to know what's coming next. So I'm really happy to be in charts. Thank you so much for that. And tell me more about what is in the pipeline for this.
Yeah, so yeah, great to see you in the top charts. And yeah, so at the moment, we're working on bringing identity into Bitcast so that you can log in with your account, and then that opens up a whole bunch of fun features. So first thing we're doing is doing uploads. So you can actually upload video to Bitcast and then post directly from the Bitcast site to BitClout. So you don't need to have your own YouTube account, you don't need your own Vimeo account, you just upload to us and we can do it for you. And we're doing that initially just by having our own private Vimeo account because it's already natively supported in BitClout. So if we kind of set up our own hosting and our own player, you can actually post it to BitClout. So we've gone with Vimeo, and that offers lots of options. So that's really exciting to let people actually upload their own content, and so if you look at my profile on BitClout, you'll see I posted a video today, and if you look at the player down in the bottom corner, it will have a little watch on Bitcast. That was my test post from Bitcast today on my local dev environment. So it's literally that's hosted on Bitcast and posted from Bitcast.
So amazing,
That's kind
super
of
fresh news.
yeah. So that is literally, it's not ready to go yet, but that will be ready to go hopefully next week. And I did another test where you can actually record the video. I tested it all on mobile as well, so you can actually upload from your mobile, or in the process it lets you record video, which is really exciting. So yeah, so that would be great.
Yeah.
And then we'll be adding likes and diamonds so that the incentives are there. So if you're a creator, you can actually happily send people to us knowing that you'll be able to get your likes and diamonds in.
Cool. This is super exciting
Yeah.
news for myself and other streamers like the Kresenstein brothers. If I'm not butchering
Yeah.
their surname, sorry guys. And Thor is doing streams, and other guys are doing streams. So super exciting news for us. And
Yeah.
would that turn into a node of its own, maybe?
Yes, yeah. So that's the goal, is to have our own node properly running. So at the moment we're starting out doing the front end stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll have our own node and we can then start. So the goal initially with Bitcast was to get discovery there, so you can actually come and find videos.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're kind of moving to building tools for creators so that we create the tool for you to upload your video. We create monetization tools as well. So one of the next features is an area for your coin holders.
Yeah.
So you can actually lock content away just for your coin holders.
Nice.
To kind of help video creators or any creators monetize and provide good stuff back to their holders.
Perfect.
So that would be really exciting. And then hopefully get some more diamond features in there again for monetizing.
I see it as a massive upgrade to BitClout, really, because the messenger sucks. We all know that, and it's really hard to like communicate through BitClout as a messenger. But you can upload videos with everything you want to say. I mean, in general, video content is much more palatable to people these days. It's much easier to digest whatever's happening via video. So putting your like investment strategies, or not even strategies for your investors, like your updates, your I don't know, plans, would be super cool for that kind of thing. I think there is a product that is doing like locked content via messages, I believe, or posts. I can't remember. It was early in the days, like 2 months ago. So far away. I can't remember the name, but I remember using it, and Alisher used it as well, and that was nice. But still, like text is old school. Video is much better.
Video is great, and there's just so much you can do with video. Like you say, you can do updates to your holders, or as a kind of podcaster interviewer, you could do extra long episodes, but just lock away some of that content for your holders. So really exciting. And then we're going to change kind of the layout of the site as well to make it a bit more of a feed. So a bit more like, keep what we've got as a kind of discover section, but then have it so that you can just scroll and play videos, so you don't have to actually pick, kind of look at some thumbnails and click on something. You can just scroll and
you'll be
play.
stuck basically there, watching one video after
another.
Cool.
Yes,
I like that. Awesome. Where did you get the idea to make a platform for videos, or like aggregate videos? How did you come up with this? Tell us.
So I have a background in video. So at university, I did broadcast engineering, so proper kind of TV stuff. But immediately went into video streaming, but not as a developer, just as I don't even know what I did really, just as a kind of did other stuff. And then fell into live streaming. So this was about 10 years ago, so it was very different then and kind of rare. And so I started a live streaming business, which didn't do so well. So then, but in setting it up, I needed to build a website, I needed to build video players, I needed to build stuff, and I had no money to pay anyone. So I just learned to do it myself and fell into development. And ever since have been kind of doing client work, so building client projects, but also building video things, and always had an interest in video. So it was when I found BitClout, video was literally one of the first things that came to my mind, because
Because of your
I
background,
naturally just think,
naturally, of
naturally
course,
think in video.
of course. Well, that is super fortunate for us. Um, you as a pro now, between us, we're building also a streaming platform, and some of the bits you see here. So underneath, you see the overlay for if anyone buys or sends BitVibes coins. We will be able to see that. We can set it up for anyone, any stream. So we could maybe collaborate
Amazing.
to advertise our stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it says Alisher says it's just showing transactions. Okay, so we can work on some things. I would love to see diamonds showing on the feed. That would be
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, that would be great, especially if it had a nice animation kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. And yeah, definitely, we'd love to do collaboration. I've added a little live section onto Bitcast,
Okay.
the Clout Forum events. So it was kind of listing all the scheduled stuff. And yeah, I'd love to do more live stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah, definitely.
Awesome. We'll talk off the stream about that.
Yeah.
But today for the stream, we can talk more about the features. Anything you'd like to cover, we can talk about that. Or we can just move on and talk about BitClout and what's happening on BitClout. What would you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess one thing I'd be interested in is obviously I come at things from I'm building stuff, and I don't actually produce video content. I just build products for video creators. So as someone who actually does create video, what things would be good or helpful for you?
Well, data is always very important to see who's active watcher, who's what times people log in and how long they stay. When they bounce, it's important to see when you're being boring or whatever. And super cool when people join and stay and write their messages. And obviously donations are super nice. That feature, we've built it, we're working on it. It would be nice to integrate it to every other streams, every other streamer. What else is important for me? I would say would be reactions, which is likes and comments and diamonds. And I would love to see trends on the platform as a whole, like what people are talking about, what is current, because not only creating video is fun, also getting ready for it and seeing what's out there and who's doing what is super important for getting ready for the stream.
Yeah, and so trends of what people are talking about on the platform as a whole, so that you can then create content for that, or just video kind of trends.
That would be ideal, because right now we're doing it kind of by hand. I use my favorite everlasting Zoom call at Nachos. I go there, I find out all my news there, I gossip, I get my emotional support there. Shout out to all the guys there. And I read Bits Today, which is also cool. And I follow some of the top creators and Clubhouse when something's happening there. So this is where I'm getting my information. But if I could see some sort of data on what's hot, what's not, that would be super cool. Then it would be cooler for me to set up my conversations with people. But actually, what I do is I invite really cool people of BitClout, and I ask them about what's important for them and what is going on with their lives, so we can kind of bridge the community, see who's doing what, see one another in live, because behind avatars there could be anything. There was super hot topic about pulling rugs and Rajs and things like that. So it's nice to see people live. So maybe joining multiple people would be cool as a live stream. But as a creator, I think the data would be one of my asks from you.
I've had that from a couple of people. So yeah, that's definitely seems important for people, and hopefully something we can work on.
Also, you mentioned monetization. I would love to learn more about that, if you will, please.
Yeah. So just a little idea I had that we are hopefully going to test out is a kind of micro payment. So kind of micro pay-per-view.
Okay.
So rather than having ads, because only some people like ads.
Screw ads.
It would be good if you could, when you upload your video to us, if you could mark it as kind of premium or pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then set a kind of diamond amount. So people
nice.
can watch the first kind of 10 seconds and then it says pay even a diamond or 2 diamonds to watch the rest.
Ooh,
and
I
that's
love that.
kind of a small amount for a person, because even if they did 1 diamond but watched like 1,000 videos, that's only like $10. So that's a lot of content to consume for $10.
Yeah.
But actually, for a creator, that could really add up. So that's something I really want to kind of try out and have a play with. And
absolutely.
My strong priority is to try and help creators monetize, and the more creators can make, the better the content will be, the more people will come, and so that would be great, I think. And
total support with the diamonds.
What do you think?
I love the idea with diamonds. Actually, I think that was the topic of many conversations in the last week about a diamond economy, sharing diamonds and giving each other more of the diamonds, because for some it's pennies, and for the others it adds up. And if the creator's value grows, the diamond that he gave also grows, and it is like, I don't know, not share economy, give economy. I don't know. Didn't completely wrap my head around this diamond situation, but I like it. And I also think it is very nice. It's pleasant to get diamonds, of course. And I feel as a community, as a whole, not holding on to your own value and trying to grow that, but giving other people some parts of your coin, and not hoping that they won't sell, but in the way a bit a bit hope that your friends and people you're interacting with won't fleet the platform and will grow it together. So I think it gives more incentive to people, to creators, actually create a better content. So I think the diamonds are really cool.
Cool. That sounds good. And as someone giving the diamonds, there's there's kind of a little rush as well. Like, it's actually enjoyable it's kind of nice giving people money, but it's even funner to give people something, digital and fun, like a diamond. I see it all as really interesting, but I also like hearing other people's take, because I'm typically just heads down building, so I don't actually chat to many people and get their reactions on stuff. So it's good.
Awesome
Feedback.
So if anyone who's watching has their ideas, please write down below in comments anywhere where you can find. We've got a Discord server where you can share your ideas on diamonds. We'll be very happy to read it afterwards, or even show some in the stream. So that would be nice. And
that sounds great.
Tell me now about the other project that you have.
Oh yeah, so Clout Poll.
Clout poll, yes.
Yes, so that was I haven't made any updates for a while. I've been a bit overtaken with Bitcast, but I still like the idea, and hopefully we'll get back to it at some point with some updates. So it's just I personally like polls. I think in general people ask lots of questions, and without something like a poll, it's hard to actually find out answers or get a reading on many people. So polls, in my opinion, is they're really
Awesome.
handy for that. And
I'm
there's
I'm
no great
showing
way.
the Cloud Pool beta website right now. If anyone wants to create your own pool, please, your username, your questions, you can create it here. And then what happens next when you create a pool? It gives you a link or
When
a
you
page
create
of some
it,
sort?
yeah, it then displays the text that you can copy and post. And that basically formats your question, and then for each answer it gives a link. So then to answer, so say you said, do you love diamonds? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes would have a link and no would have another link. And so you'd click yes, or you'd click the link next to yes. That would take you back to Cloud Poll and then show you the results. So you would vote, and then it would show you the results for everybody else. So kind of super simple. Would be lovely if that was all just on BitClout itself. Didn't have to take you off to our website, but obviously I'm just a third-party developer. I can't change. Lots of people have said, why can't you just do all this on BitClout? And I'm not one of the top developers, so I can't change that. That would be lovely, but at the moment, working within the limitations. But hopefully it's helpful, and it was just
So you mentioned you're not alone. So tell us about your team. Who else is involved, and what your roles are. Like, introduce us to the gang.
Yeah, so Dan is the other person that's working on Bitcast with me.
Yeah, Dan.
So we actually
What's
work
his
together.
Handle?
Dan Miller, I think.
Dan Miller. Okay. Oh, you froze. Okay. So I will try to reset it now.
And
there we go. Sorry, you froze for a little bit.
Did I disappear?
Yeah, a little bit. So you were saying Dan Miller?
Yes, yeah. So Dan is a developer as well, and we've worked together for years now. So yeah, and we share an office, and he's kind of more of a back-end developer, but also does front-end stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Dan. He's showing his profile right now. Guys, subscribe and invest in the dream team.
Yes, yeah. He hasn't been on BitClout for a while because
he's busy. Busy building.
He's busy on Bitcast stuff, but also we kind of do client work, and I kind of am ignoring client work, but he can't ignore it so much, so he's actually having to do some.
So you also run a design development studio?
Yeah, so Dan kind of runs the development studio, so I kind of have just worked for him for a while, and now with Bitcast we're working together, and so really exciting and great to be working with him on that, and we did lots of video stuff last year, so we kind of spent COVID building different video projects just to try out all different technologies. Didn't actually release any,
That happens, yes.
but it was a good year spent learning.
It
So
was a
yeah,
difficult year. Sally here, Sally Sethi, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Sorry, Sally. So he's saying that Patrick is a rock star, giving you some feedback. So you are amazing for what you do. And we are super happy to have you and super happy that you're doing what you're doing. And I'm also going to invite a couple of more people to join the Zoom. So I'll be sharing the link. And at some point, people will start popping in the stream. And we can continue our journey through BitClout. So my next thing is projections for the future. What do you think is waiting for us? Like, what's ahead for us on BitClout?
So I think lots of projects. So from my point of view, and I think lots of people's point of view, BitClout.com isn't the be all end all. It's just a example of what you can build with the BitClout blockchain. And so we're just going to see lots and lots of other people like Bitcast kind of building their own views and their own interpretations of what they want to do with the blockchain. But because we're so early and we're just a few months old, it's going to take time to get some of these bigger things going. So I think, the future is just going to look vastly different with new nodes popping up. And I know there's lots of kind of bigger projects that are coming up that are kind of, going to build a whole different experience. So that's really exciting to see, I think, personally.
I totally agree. I think there were, like, if you reflect back on what was happening, first people were coming, and then there was this wave of excitement around celebrities and things like that. Then projects started popping up and teams started collaborating and bringing these new exciting projects, and BitHunt was created, and you could see all these new software popping every day. And that vibe kind of went down because people, after announcing software, you actually have to go and build it. So that takes time. That takes a year, sometimes less. But, software is a hard thing to build. For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure that everyone on BitClout knows, but just if you don't know, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And the next thing, I think, is since they announced the partially open sourced and the possibility to bring the nodes, I think it's been almost 2 months now. So people are catching up and a lot of things are happening. There's tests now. I've seen a couple, which is super nice. And node operators are doing fantastic work at making nodes into like communities, which is super great. And I think that will be the next thing, the next race for the node.
Yes. And it'll be interesting to see if the collaboration as well, if people go for building nodes that do everything, or if people build nodes that do parts of different things, but then kind of collaborate and send people between the nodes. It'll be really interesting. And then there's NFTs as well, so
we're all waiting.
That's going to be a whole big thing, because that's a hot topic. So
very hot. I see messages all the time about waiting for NFTs. Come on. All the memes, countable memes about NFTs. I'm also waiting for NFTs. I've made one on Ethereum like 4 months ago, and I sold it, and I'm pretty cool like that. It was a supermodel's picture, so it was an easy sell. Nice. I did it, and now I feel super proud.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't done any, but a couple of our projects we've been working on are NFT related. So yeah, we've been building stuff to connect to Ethereum and wallets and yeah, different projects there. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Looping
See how
back
it
to
goes.
BitClout, about the collaborations. Sorry. Hi, I need to set the screen.
Projects there. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Looping back to BitClout, about the collaborations. Sorry. Sally. Oops, I don't have a screen for multiple guests. Oops. Let me see how to switch it off. He bounced. Sorry.
Okay. I was speaking to him earlier, so.
Okay. So I was what I wanted to say about the Alisher is here to help. What I wanted to say about the nodes and the collaborations, I think is going to happen real fast and real cool. It's going to be like Lego, where we have, like we have today with the other the mainstream software. You just plug and play, and all these. Thanks, Alisher. So you can plug in the MailChimp, the payment processor, this and that, and then you have a project. And now with the nodes, I think it will be like plug and play social media of your choice, which is super fresh and super cool.
So that would be amazing. Yeah, really good.
So if Sally wants to join back, please do so. Alisher showed me where to press, so you won't be stuck in a corner. You'll be a prominent figure in our stream. So new overlays every couple of streams. I'm still learning things, not very professional.
Yeah. So what? Because this is something I've been wondering about as well. A lot of people's setup, because everything's new, most people are just using their default kind of cameras and everything, which I would be, other than I knew I was coming on here, so I bought a webcam, bought a microphone. I felt like I couldn't look terrible, seeing as I'm building a video platform. But your setup is obviously great. Did you already have that, or did you kind of set it up specifically for BitVibes? Or?
And yes and no. We've started. So my husband now, he's a DJ, and once there was a lockdown, everyone was sent home. There were no gigs, no shows, and all of our friends basically went jobless. So we started digging how to make these streams and how to make them profitable, how to make them entertaining. And Alisher put together an interactive prototype for streaming where a DJ could play and see his guests and see the feedback and loop it back. So our friends that do ecstatic dance could do their performances and read the audience, and that was super helpful and super cool. And with that process, we kind of started moving towards streaming, and the camera was bought, and then the lens was bought, and another lens was bought, and then with the streaming, the ring light happened, and there are more lights on the way. And streaming is fun. So I think the more people will break from their shells to be, camera shy and things like that, the more we will be kind of interacting in this way. Already all the work related stuff moved to Zoom, was forced to move to Zoom. Now conferences, one of the biggest market out there for events, they all moved to Hopin, and there's something with an H, can't remember the other one. So there's a couple of massive streaming platforms where you set up booths, do one-on-ones, do multiple groups, have multiple stages, all kinds of interactions and stuff. And we thought that we will do a similar thing, but for musicians. So the music
Perfect.
industry can have its hybrid stage, hybrid event platform where you can host your offline event and also do your online alternative for those who are either in lockdown or jobless and don't have cash to travel on the other side of the world to see their DJs.
Yeah.
And just countless things. People who are too anxious to travel, like I am. I canceled the trip to BitClout meetup because I'm just too nervous to fly. I have my
Is
vaccine, I
that
have it
because
all,
of
but
COVID that
yeah,
you've got anxious?
yeah, we're
Yeah, that's
locked
fair
down
enough.
for 2 years. I'm freaked out when I see neighbors. It's just
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
antisocial a bit. Camera helps a lot. There's a lot of distance between me and you, but I don't feel it. I feel great.
Yeah. It does totally open the world up, and COVID is horrific and awful, but it would have been so much worse had it been a couple of years ago, even without the technology.
True.
Everything would have shut down completely. But hopefully we're kind of
Whew. Yeah. Difficult times. I know. Well, you froze again. You will see that in the repeat. But yeah, I totally agree that life is completely different now with the COVID, and in parts that thanks to COVID, we have an open mind for interactions online, and because of COVID, a little bit maybe BitClout was adopted so well. So maybe there's a blessing in disguise a little bit. I mean, if you can say that. Well, so sorry that Patrick is frozen. Hopefully he'll be back to us soon. Until then, I will read some comments. So Sally says that he won't be joining. He'll be just in the audience for now. Well, I'll be happy to see you next time. And feel free to pop into our Discord server and chat there. Leave your comments and just get to know other peeps. What else? Alisher is saying hi. And if Paul's video won't go live in the next couple of seconds, I think we will be wrapping up or restarting maybe. Let me have a think for a moment.
Da-da-da.
Okay.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Microphone. Hey,
Hey.
I don't know.
No worries. You were frozen for a moment, and I was just telling guys what's going on. And if you turn your camera, that would be cool. I also can't really hear you. And here you are back. It's always like that. People who do streaming have issues with with their signals and things like that. It's a usual thing.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know what it just froze, and then I was hoping it would come back, and then
It's
it
okay.
didn't, and then I rejoined, and
Yeah, no
it
trouble,
didn't
no
work.
trouble
So
at all. So we'll be wrapping up soon. So it's a huge pleasure
yeah,
to get to know you. I'm so excited to talk off stream with you about plugging some of our ideas into yours, and vice versa. So that would be very nice. And I would like to thank everyone who's watching. And if you have anything to say before we go, please do so.
uh, yeah. It was great. It was great to be here, and yeah, super excited to chat about stuff going forward. And thanks for having me. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else massively to say.
So
Other than just thanks for having me, and hopefully we either chat again
yeah,
or yeah,
maybe
work
when you
together.
have
It'd be
a
good.
big drop of your updates or something like that, it would be cool for you to rejoin and give us a little bit of a preview, a little bit of
Yeah,
maybe a sneak peek before the launch, maybe.
yeah, sure. Well, yeah, hoping that'll be next week,
Amazing,
based on
amazing,
progress so far. So
cool. So
unless anything comes up, but yeah, that'd be great.
so guys,
Yes.
you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, diamonds all the way. Also go to our projects and check those out. And I will see you in the next stream. And Patrick, we will chat afterwards. Sweet.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.